Not sure why I told you I'm making videos. Probably because I'm drunk. Hello all. I'm making this new installment. I think video 8, 9, something like that. This video 6011 of the Marvel Ultimate Alliance super modded playthrough. Alright, Batman. So, in this video we're going to be using the Spider-Man team. As you can see, Blade is in the team. He's not part of Spider-Man, but he did showcase, or rather debut, in the Spider-Man cartoon. Don't ask me the year of that cartoon, I'm just saying the 90s. Shang Tsung, this is a popular character from Mortal Kombat. I think he was the boss of the first game. But in the first game, he was old. I apologize in advance, everyone. I'm drunk as shit. Alright, I'm gonna pause the mic so you can hear the cutscene that's playing right now.
Correct. Its enriched titanium casing is laced with vibranium, and the servo motors are 300% stronger than the previous model. So you see, it will be quite impossible for you to destroy this robot.
Probably should try to start this video over, huh? Alright, nah, man, I'm gonna be professional. I will save this video. Okay, this here is a Sentinel fight. The Sentinel is from the X-Men. The Sentinel are essentially giant robots who were created to eliminate all mutants in the world, according to the X-Men universe. They were featured in respective cartoons, movies, and or comic books. Here's a fun fact. In X-Men Days of Future Past, Peter Dinklage played a midget professor who was actually the creator of the Ultimate Sentinels. I apologize in advance, everyone. I'm inebriated to a point of no return. I'm going to try my best to be as clear and concise and professional as I can for this video. I'm not making any promises. Yeah, previously I mentioned I put a mod on Spider-Man that makes Spider-Man stick to the walls. Well, Carnage has that same mod. He can also stick to the walls like Spider-Man. Also, their respective shields. Venom has a shield that it's not a web shield, but it's like a symbiote shield, but it mimics the web shield from Spider-Man. Pretty cool feature in my opinion. Not really much to say. This is reshade effect, or the advanced lighting that I have currently turned on, in combination with the reshade effect and these incredible models that were stripped respectively from Marvel Heroes and a plethora of other places. Looks rather good in my opinion. I'm just going to come forth and say it. I think this is the best MUA game in creation. I think MUA3, upon its release, will be nowhere near as cool as this game, given I've seen a little bit of the gameplay, and I don't like the art style. Okay, at this point, the game typically freezes. If this game does not freeze, we will carry forward. Okay, damn it. I was kind of hoping it would freeze. Pardon my French children. Alright, I'm switching the character. Play Spider-Man now. Probably shouldn't be saying I hope the video would freeze, but kind of in the middle of drawing sprites for a program called Mooking. You guys know first and foremost I am an animator. I take pride in being able to animate, and I spend a lot of my free time doing so. Yeah, these characters are called Shaolin Healers by default. I don't think they're called Shaolin Healers. I just call them that because it's more affiliated with Mortal Kombat. If that is a change that I've made. I'm not sure to go here. Okay, I'm gonna try to focus. As you can see for Spider-Man, this is the Tom Holland version of him. 1 second.
I have located the enemy.
Never mind. As you can see for this Spider-Man, this is the Tom Holland Spider-Man from the MCU universe. And for Venom, that is the model that is stripped from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Not a very popular fighting game. Didn't even make Evo for you gamers out there. And then I have Carnage. That would be his classic suit in combination with Blade, which I believe is a rip from a game called Marvel Heroes. 1 second.
Arrived when you did. Mandarin's minions were becoming quite bothersome. A precious magical item known as the Orb of Agamotto was stolen from me. I managed to track it to this location. I do not know how Mandarin intends to use it, but I must retrieve the orb immediately. Splendid. Let's team up and see what we can find, shall we?
Alright. I have to say, these textures these textures are absolutely gorgeous in comparison to the 2006 version of the game. This update, I think, is drastically an improvement, and I don't know. I'm just glad that people found a way to integrate this into the 2006 assets, so that we can have the ability to modify it. As you can see, I replaced the respective characters with Lin Kuei, or whatever I think pertains to the stage. I just noticed that the HUD for this character was Shiva, which means there was a complication with the HUDs, which is probably a side effect due to me using the Gold Edition mod for my roster. See it? That's Shiva's head from Mortal Kombat. So that means there's some type of complication or confusion with the HUDing system. So I'll go back and tweak that after this video. Because here's Shiva, and as you can see, Shiva has a proper hood, so I don't understand what's going on with those Lin Kuei, or rather those Sub-Zero characters. Okay, modifications. Already mentioned the reshade. I have the colorfulness, the ambient light, the bloom and lens flare, etc. This runs at roughly 60 FPS. Everything's pretty much as high as I can get it. Of course, I went through the game and systematically replaced every NPC and playable character. It's just a personal preference, really. I tried to find a way to sneakily integrate Mortal Kombat and DC assets throughout the game. You guys are going to notice there's a plethora of other franchises that were added to it also. Other than that, it's not really much to discuss. Modification wise, in the power style, I actually went in and individually edited the power style for any character that changes their outfit and or appearance according to their powers. For instance, you'll notice Tom Holland's suit has changed to the Stark armor, and it is the one complete with legs. I can easily take that off with the press of a button, like so, and I can put it back on at my leisure too. Of course, if I want the version of the suit with the legs, I have to use the appropriate power or whatever move is according to it. Not really much to discuss on that. A lot of Mortal Kombat assets, updated models from this year, and I don't know. I think overall this game looks amazing. Starting to sound like a broken record. Not really much to say. Hope you guys are having a nice day. I know I'm having a nice day. I just got off work. Of course, I got inebriated. Feeling good. A few seconds, I'm gonna go out, do a few things that are gonna probably ruin my career. But I shouldn't be telling you guys that. Just rambling here. Alright, I gotta be professional. The remastered assets that were integrated into the 2006 version of this game not only changed the textures, but they also changed the modeling. That, among other things, there were random font and texture, conversational and dialogue fixes that were integrated into the game that they didn't speak up about. The only thing I think outstanding that they didn't change, that they did voice that they would change in the Steam release, was adding the Hulk to the roster. Which, might I add, I manually added myself. Hulk is a part of my roster, but that is not something that the game integrated by default. There was horrendous backlash when this game was released previously, given that a lot of the things that they promised weren't really pulled through. This game ultimately isn't really a remaster of the 2006 version of the game. This is actually considered what we would call a port. A port is essentially when you transfer the assets over, whether it be to a new system or a new version of a game, but it is still the same assets from the prior version. They're not fooling us. We can tell that these are recycled assets. You guys have to ignore that I replaced a lot of the models and textures, but take my word for it. By default, the 2006 remaster release isn't too far from the 2006 variation of the game. This is awesome. Again, the HUDs lined up for my Shiva, but it seems like my Lin Kuei are utilizing the HUDs from Shiva also. I'm having a nagging suspicion that maybe I replaced, though I doubt it, maybe I replaced the Shiva HUD, or rather the Lin Kuei HUD with the HUD from Shiva by mistake. But then again, I highly doubt that. I don't make mistakes like that. So ultimately, once I complete this video, I'll go through the folders, the respective folders, and I will find each HUD that I've noticed an inconsistency or an issue with, and I will rectify those as soon as possible. Not really much going on here. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for these gameplay videos. I apologize in advance if I don't have much to say, but there isn't really much to add as far as commentary goes. But I will say, these models are spectacular, you guys. I think the game by default looks equivalent to a PS1 game, and I think with these new models this actually pushes it up to a concurrent and or PS3 or PS4 for some of you guys looking equivalent. I'm not your typical modder, considering that I don't just replace the models. I also go inside of each one of the conversation and or dialogue files, and I replace the XMLs respectively. I haven't gone around to replacing the XMLs, but they have been already altered and saved.
Orb. In return for aiding me, I will now make myself available to join your team, should you require my talents.
Yeah, I will not lie to you guys. I don't like Doctor Strange. I don't think he is a good character. I've never been interested in him. This is of course in regards to the books, but the movies coming out, I've actually grown accustomed, or rather, I like Doctor Strange a little more. So I kind of don't mind him in my roster now, oddly enough. Not sure where to go from here exactly. Just gonna walk around until we figure something out. Those hoods are bothering me a little bit. Yeah, for you guys out there who are following these videos, these mods are astronomical. Like, if you guys were to download the 2006 version of the game, I highly recommend replacing as much stuff as you can. Just because replacing these models don't only update the game to something more concurrent, but it shows you basically that with the ability to mod stuff. One second.
Louts throughout my palace. But now you will face the power of the Mandarin. You shall soon learn the foolishness of such bravado. My rings of power will annihilate you. Prepare for your destiny.
I have to admit that Shang Tsung model looks really good. It's very detailed. It's kind of racist, but the Mandarin looks like Shang Tsung too. Trying to zoom the camera in, but it's not allowing me to for some weird reason. Jeez. Can't really think of much to say, so I'm going to mute my mic and let you guys just enjoy the gameplay. So here you go.
Not at all. I merely have a new experiment I'd like to test in a real-world situation. Allow me to introduce my latest creations. I think they'll be quite attractive to you. It would appear my creations aren't enough of a challenge for you. A pity, really. But fear not. My prototypes of Ultima Mark III have more than enough firepower to make short work of you. Do enjoy them, for as long as you survive.
Okay, I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, what the hell are you doing? In this part of the game, you have to basically lead those spiders into the weird portals. That's the only way to, I guess, destroy the portal or make it possible for yourself to get up into Shang Tsung's Kool-Aid without a sentinel trying to effectively beat you up. Took me a long time to figure that out. This is one of the weirdest boss fights. Trust me, there's a lot of weird boss fights in this game, but this one stood out particularly for me. I'm just waiting for one of those spiders to come out. Not really seeing any. This is weird. Maybe there's stuff in the way. Alright, let's try this. There we go. Okay, I take it once that blows up, you can just go in, beat them up. Alright, I'm muting my mic.
So then it seems that more flexible work schedules only make it worthwhile and better tailored to the sleeping habits of individuals. Employers will be rewarded for employees who work harder, smarter, more efficiently, and most importantly, don't die so fast. If you are an asshole, you just
Welcome back from Mandarin's palace. Looks
those who went to bed later had a wider meal intake and were more likely to die. And later studies have gone on to tell us that people carry their family lives. Interestingly, these results were still true even when you exercised 30 minutes.
The nanotechnology team will be meeting in the electronics lab. Colonel Fury, Red Roast is on line 6. Warning, a small thermonuclear device is missing, and Deadpool was last seen in the weapons lab. President is on line 5, Colonel Fury. Mr. Stark.
Nice going, moron.
Perfect timing.
What?
The video's almost over. I'm gonna fucking just go save and then fucking, yeah. I'll go.
Did you cut edit that shit?
Kind of drunk. No, I don't. It's raw.
So what? I want places drunk.
A lot of my videos have your ass in the background talking.
Your bitches behave about it or something?
Like that one when I was asking you questions about space, and you was talking about my mama's fat ass, you pussy.
What?
That's in the video,
I don't know what about your mom's fat ass.
asshole.
Fat ass. I was talking about your mom's fat ass?
Yes, Duval. In the last video, he was talking about my mom's ass. It was fucking weird.
About what?
I was trying to ask you about space or something. That was your response, my mom's ass, or something weird like that.
I think you're drunk.
Yes, I possibly was drunk. I am typically drunk, but I don't think I was at that moment. I think. Alright, so I'm gonna set up the next team. Next team won't be Spider-Man. It's gonna be whatever we make up on the fly. I honestly have no idea what the next team is going to be. I'm going to try and improvise something. Yeah, the video's almost over, man. It's like, they're only 30 minutes apiece. Alright, for the next team, I'm going to do freaking Captain America. The Winter guy, I forgot his name. Winter Soldier, that's his name. Winter Soldier, I knew that. Nick Fury. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And we need a fourth guy. I have no idea who would mix with these guys properly. And let's do Deadpool, because I don't have a reason. Oh snap. Yeah, that's okay. So for the next video, the name of our team is the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So glad that popped up, guys, because I have no idea what to call this team. And that's an understatement. These are probably the characters in the roster I don't care for. But yeah. So the next team for the next video will be the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Everybody be safe. Find $1 on the floor. You deserve it. Deuces.